any other way to put this one other than frustrating?
Yeah, it's disappointing. I think, the easy thing is going to be to point to Lee on the mistake on the second goal. But that was a microcosm of a number of different mistakes that were made, and more so from a mental standpoint. Obviously both teams look tired. However, for us to have as much of the ball and the action and the play as we did, and to let that game go in the end is disappointing, especially in the way we conceded goals. We defended so stoutly over the preseason and into the first game that the way we conceded the two were very, very disappointing. But I think from our standpoint, you have to give Radford credit for being resilient, and you create your own luck. I'm a big believer in that, and they were lucky it got through. We were unlucky, but they were also had the boy who continued to work on the back post, and we kind of shut down on the initial shot thinking Lee had it, and their guy kept running, and next thing you know, he's got a toe poke in on the back post. So obviously a big mistake, but we got to give them some credit for following up on it.
You said Friday night it was nervous energy. Could you put your finger on today in terms of just what the body language was?
I think it was hot. It was muggy. It probably kept us from really going for the knockout punch. For as much as we had of the ball in the first half, for them to get out of the half only 1-0 down was probably huge, because we probably should have put the thing away in the first half. They get a goal, we come right back and stick one in, a great goal. But then we were wasteful at different times. And I don't think it was nervous energy. I think it was just fatigue. And fatigue kicked in. These 2-game weekends are tough. You're asking a team to play 90 plus minutes today, 110, and 90 on Friday night. But that said, it's part of the game. It's early days still. It's only our second regular season game, and the fitness will build off of it. And, as you get in later on in the year, you'll see the legs start to be a little bit stronger later on in matches. But we were good at times, and for the most part, we had 16 shots. We missed the target a heck of a lot for the amount of opportunities we generated. And, they hit the target 3 times, and 2 of them went in, and one we kind of gave to him there at the end and hit it right back to Lee. But I think we're disappointed that we didn't get the win. But I'm really proud of the way the guys fought, and we didn't lose the game either. So we'll kind of move on and look towards Georgetown and Indiana next.
Yeah, 2 tough games coming up against Georgetown and Indiana. What are those challenges for those 2 games?
How many do you want me to list? I don't know how long your show for your segment is for sports. They've got 2 of the best strikers in America. They just went to the national championship game. They have a championship fiber, winning the Big East. They know what to do, and we've got 8 freshmen and sophomores starting. And then after that, the reward is the former number 1 team in the country and defending national champion. So I think for us, it's going to be just about focusing on Georgetown, not worrying anything about Indiana. And trying to find a way to go on the road and at least get a result.
Does it help that some of the players actually were in the Big East a few years ago and they saw some of what Georgetown can do? Does that help at all?
No. I think we're so far removed. I don't think the Big East really has anything to do with it. And the only reason I say that is because the Big East was so spread out geographically that there wasn't one style. We know some of their players, but like I said, I got 8 freshmen and sophomores starting. I think for us, really, it's we got to make sure that we don't worry too much about Georgetown and worry more about ourselves. I think today we kind of got away from that, and we're a good team. We're a good young team. For us to kind of be doing what we're doing right now and have 5 goals in 2 games with such a young squad, scoring in soccer's hard. I think that itself is what we should be focusing on going into this game.